This is a quick recording of all the things that I still need to get or to buy or to build for my Slayer Propel 10 kayak to be ready for fishing. And the first one is the kayak stand. You can check out my video, and it's pretty good. It's waist high, and it's just a very simple design that I created it in my garage to store this, and easy to transport. Instead of lifting it higher into the seating, which is not gonna be easily accessible. So this is a much better design, and we got it done. So pretty feel pretty good about it. And the other thing is the rod holder gear track adapter. Trying to build it, but seems to be a lot of work, and probably would just spend $15 and buy one, or buy a couple rather. And the third thing is the Dragonfly fish finder mount and gear track adapter. This one I have some idea. I will try to do it, and that's another thing to do. Third one is the anchor. I use table lamp base because got a couple of table lamps that's retired and replaced by the LED new technology table lamps. So those will have to go. And I use the table lamps light bulb sockets for the spotlight for my kayak stand. So it's turning useless stuff to something that's helpful. And the bow mount camera to do I may not choose to do that, but because I have an aerial view of the entire kayak from my big boat, so this is something that I may not need to do because I also have a camera mounted on my head. Check out my video. It's pretty nice, especially my recent trip on the Potomac River. The aerial view. I generated produced some very nice aerial view of my entire boat and my Johnson 90 horsepower kicking and running the water. And in that, I'm going to try to record my propeller underwater view from my Johnson 90 horsepower. It's going to be some awesome, interesting view of my propeller pushing the boat underwater. There's some YouTube videos that actually do that, but it's mostly commercial, and mine will be just, not commercial, but private ones, owners. So the other thing is the air horn to buy, and I actually have air horns, so I'm just gonna buy the air horn refill. This is kind of interesting because you can certainly use the whistles, and it's really for protecting the kayak when you're yaking on the big water, like a big lake or a big ocean. And a lot of times boaters, especially the bigger boats, they just don't, when they drive, they just don't pay attention to what's on the surface. They may be doing other things and leaving the helm. So this big air horn is gonna sound and make these loud shrieking sound to get their attention, so they can divert their track, in case they're heading right onto you, and typically the boaters just got sidetracked or whatever, and they lose track of where they're going, and it's kind of scary when you're on the water with a little kayak, even though you have the safety flag, but it could be deadly and dangerous. And So the air horn will intimidate some of the boaters too. I know some of the boaters just try to, create these waves for the kayakers to flip them, whether it's on purpose, intentional, or unintentional. It's pretty bad out there because the coast guards or the police are just never going to be on the big open water all the time and anytime and everywhere. So you just have to protect yourself, and the air horn is one of the ways to protect yourself to deter the bad boaters. And next thing is the life jacket, nail crate. Those are done. And safety flags. So 16 inches by 16 inches. Typical color is orange. And still need to build the flagpole. Next thing is fishing and leash, fishing rod leash, and that's done. I got a couple lying around, so it should be pretty good. And I can just leash the fishing rod to the nail crate or the bungee cords all around the boat or the yacht. Next thing is the battery for fish finder, and typically use 7 amps hours, 12 volts. These things are relatively light, only 3 pounds versus my 35 amps hours, and that's 22 pounds. And my other deep marine cycle battery, it's even worse. It's from Advanced Auto Parts, that's like 60 pounds, very, very heavy. But these guys are, tiny babies, only 3 pounds. You don't want anything that's too heavy on your yacht, because yacht is a yacht, pretty small kayak. You need to carry things as light as possible so you can go distance, or you can travel easily. And when it flips, it's not gonna take the entire yacht down. Next thing is the waterproof battery box. That one still needed to get. Next thing is dry bag for clothes and for cell phones and all that good stuff. And I know some people even use it as a float when yacht flip. So it's a good idea to buy something like a 30 pounds dry bag, to put into the hatch area, the front hatch area inside the kayak to keep it dry. And the next thing is the chair umbrella, and that one is still to get it. And next one is fish grabber, rulers, and I have all that from my canoe and big boat. Next thing is navigation light. That one is kind of still in the process to build. And the very last and but not least is the handheld VHF marine radio. And there's so many portable ones. Some submersible, some floatable, kind of all over the place. So that one is still to research and to get. As you can imagine, this list can only grow, and there's just too little time to do everything, and not enough money to buy everything. So I just have to do a lot of DIY projects to try to save as much as possible. So thank you for listening.